Have you ever seen those colorful fish in tiny pots on the shelves of pet stores? Beautiful, right? But what no one tells you is that this little fish, the famous betta, is one of the most neglected and misunderstood animals in the home aquarium hobby. Despite its reputation as easy to care for or lives anywhere, the truth is quite different. Bettas have unique behaviors, specific needs, and a surprising intelligence that few people realize. They breathe air, build nests, recognize their owners, and even learn tricks. That's right, a fish that can interact with you. In this video, you'll discover why so many bettas die young, what almost no one tells you about water quality, proper feeding, the biggest myths about the ideal aquarium, tricks to keep them active and vibrant, and how to tell if your fish is truly happy or just surviving. If you have a betta or are thinking about getting one, watch until the end, because understanding this fish is the first step to turning your aquarium into a true home, not a disguised prison. Like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, what have you always wanted to know about bettas? Your fish, or future fish, will thank you. 1. Getting to know the betta. The betta splendens, also known as the betta fish, or Siamese fighting fish, is much more than a vibrant little fish you see in little pots at pet stores. Originating from Southeast Asia, this fish lives in environments such as flooded rice paddies, irrigation canals, and slow-moving streams in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. Many people believe that the betta lives in puddles, but this is a myth. In the wild, a male can defend a territory of up to 1 square meter with space to swim, explore, and rest. This misconception about the pot fish stems from the fact that it survives difficult conditions, not because it thrives in them. And there's a big difference between surviving and living well. Bettas are not only beautiful, but also intelligent, territorial, curious, and resilient. They recognize their owners, react to their surroundings, and build bubble nests when they're happy. With proper care, a decent-sized aquarium, quality water, a stable temperature, and a proper diet, it can live 3 to 5 years or even longer, being active, healthy, and full of personality.
2. Aquarium size, the most common mistake. Among all the mistakes made with betta fish, the most common and harmful is using aquariums that are too small. Those 1 or 2-liter containers sold as ideal homes are actually a disguised form of animal cruelty. Just because the fish survives there for a while doesn't mean it's healthy. The absolute minimum recommended for a betta is a 10-gallon tank, but the ideal is around 20 gallons or more. Why? Because a larger tank offers chemical stability, less temperature fluctuation, more swimming space, and an environment enriched with plants, hiding places, and decorations that stimulate the fish's natural behavior. In small aquariums, water parameters quickly become unbalanced. Any excess food, dirt, or temperature changes can be fatal. In a larger aquarium, however, these impacts are diluted, making maintenance easier and safer. Furthermore, a well-designed aquarium is much more visually appealing, and your fish, with space to explore, show off its colors, and interact with its surroundings, will become more active and vibrant.
3. Essential equipment. Many people still believe that bettas thrive in any container of water, but without the right equipment, they can survive, but they're unlikely to thrive. The first essential item is a heater. Bettas are tropical fish and need water temperatures between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. Below this temperature, they become lethargic, lose their appetite, and become more vulnerable to disease. If your home is cold or experiences temperature fluctuations, a heater is a must. Another essential item is a filter. It keeps the water clean, oxygenated, and biologically balanced. Ideally, choose a filter with a gentle flow, as bettas dislike currents. Swimming against a strong jet causes stress and wear. It's also essential to use a cover or screen in the aquarium. Bettas are natural jumpers, and an unexpected jump can be fatal. And to enrich the environment, add a dark substrate, which enhances the fish's colors, as well as natural or artificial plants. Bettas like to hide, explore, and rest on leaves near the surface. With the right equipment, your betta can go from just surviving to truly living well.
4. Water parameters. Water isn't just your betta's environment, it's its vital element. And contrary to popular belief, tap water alone isn't safe. To keep your fish healthy, certain parameters are essential. Ideal temperature? Between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. Below this temperature, the betta's immune system weakens and it becomes lethargic. Above this temperature, it can overheat and become heat-stressed. Sudden fluctuations should be avoided. pH between 6.5 and 7.5, slightly acidic to neutral. Ammonia, NH3, always 0, even small amounts are toxic. Nitrite, NO2, should also be 0. Nitrate, NO3, should be below 20 ppm. High levels cause long-term stress. Never use untreated tap water. Even though resting for 24 hours works against chlorine, it doesn't remove chloramines, so always use a reliable water conditioner. Testing the water weekly is one of the most important habits you can have as an aquarist. Water quality determines your betta's health, behavior, and longevity.
5. Weekly maintenance. Keeping a healthy betta aquarium doesn't require hours of your time, but it does require consistency. A simple weekly routine is enough to prevent 90% of the most common problems, such as disease, stress, and toxic water. Start with a partial water change. Remove between 25 and 30% of the total tank volume once a week. Always use water treated with conditioner and at the same temperature as the aquarium, between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Never use cold or hot water straight from the tap. Use this time to vacuum the bottom of the aquarium and remove any food scraps, feces, and debris accumulated in the substrate. This helps keep ammonia and nitrate levels under control. Every 2 weeks, clean the filter, but be careful. Never use tap water to wash the biological media. Rinse with the tank's own water to preserve the beneficial bacteria that maintain the ecosystem's balance. Finally, use test kits to monitor pH, ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. Knowing this information will tell you if everything is okay or if something needs attention. With these simple steps, your betta will live better, longer.
6. Ideal diet. What many people don't know is that bettas are carnivorous fish, and this completely changes how you should feed them. Offering the wrong food or too much food is among the main causes of illness and premature death. Ideally, use food specifically for bettas, rich in high-quality protein, 35% to 45%. These foods usually float, making it easier to feed at the surface, where the betta feels most comfortable. In addition to food, you can supplement the diet with live or frozen foods, such as brine shrimp, daphnia, and bloodworms. These foods stimulate natural hunting behavior and enrich the diet. Important rules: feed twice a day in small amounts. Give only what the betta can consume in 2 to 3 minutes. Avoid overfeeding. A betta's stomach is the size of its eye. Once a week, fast for a day. This aids digestion and prevents constipation. Remember, less is more when it comes to food. A well-fed betta lives longer, is more colorful, and moves with more energy.
7. Enrichment and behavior. The betta isn't just a pretty fish, it's also intelligent, curious, and full of personality. When kept in a poor, unstimulating environment, it can become apathetic, withdrawn, and even sick. On the other hand, with proper enrichment, your betta can exhibit incredible behaviors. They recognize their owner, follow your finger on the glass, learn routines, and even build bubble nests when they're happy. This isn't just cute, it's a clear sign that the fish is comfortable and safe. To stimulate your betta on a daily basis, here are some simple ideas. Mirror. Use it for 1 to 2 minutes a day. It stimulates territorial instincts without causing prolonged stress. Varied decoration. Add and rearrange plants, rocks, and hiding places from time to time. Caves and resting surfaces, such as broad leaves, natural or artificial, near the surface. Interactive feeding. Move the food with tweezers or let it hunt for live larvae. Avoid boring aquariums. A rich environment transforms the betta into an active, exploratory, and even playful fish.
8. Common diseases and how to prevent them. Most health problems in bettas don't start out of nowhere. They're almost always caused by management errors, such as poor water quality, incorrect temperature, or inadequate feeding. See the most common diseases and how to prevent them. Fin rot, caused by opportunistic bacteria in dirty water or water with high ammonia levels. The edges of the fins become frayed, retracted, and darkened. I'll tell you how to prevent it now. Weekly maintenance, up-to-date parameters, and always clean water. 2. Ick, or white spot disease, a parasite that appears under stress or cold conditions. The fish becomes covered in small white dots and scratches its surfaces. Prevention? Maintain a constant temperature between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit and avoid sudden changes. 3. Cold or abdominal bloating. Occurs from overfeeding or poor quality food. Prevention, light feeding, weekly fasting, and a varied diet. Golden tip, observe behavior daily. Sick bettas become listless, stop eating, swim poorly, or hide constantly. But remember, the best cure is constant prevention. A clean, stable environment is the best medicine. Caring for a betta isn't just about putting a pretty fish in a bowl. It's about creating a worthy environment for an animal with real behavior, personality, it needs. Now you know that bettas don't thrive in small bowls, although they can survive for a while. They need space, heating, filtration, and stimulation to reach their full potential. They're intelligent, curious, sensitive to their environment, and can interact with you in surprising ways. With the right aquarium, proper nutrition, and basic maintenance, you'll not only prevent disease, you'll completely transform your fish's life, and, as a bonus, enrich yours too. A well-cared-for betta displays vibrant colors, active behavior, bubble nest building, and even a personality. They become a living being in the home, not just another forgotten ornament in the corner. If this video helped you see bettas in a different light, like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what was the most useful tip you learned today. And if you already have a betta, post its name and send a photo. See you in the next video, and remember, a well-cared-for fish is a happy fish.